Alayna, you mean to tell me that you don't have any sweat-stained shirts?
No, what the hell?
I don't think every time that I wear, like I'm at like a dance or something where I would wear something that would get sweaty, it's always white.
The worst. I sweat too, like bad, like you, but I don't have that.
Well, that's because he also works out a lot and does like.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I don't know.
All
I'm just
I
saying
do
that.
is sit in the car all day, and I get like sweaty pits, like pit stains.
Oh,
every day. So I don't know.
Oh, one day I got really sweaty one time. I don't remember what it was. This is like the grossest intro to any fucking episode we've ever done.
I thought we weren't supposed to swear.
I said we can swear. I said you don't need to swear if you don't want to.
Oh. I see. I did wear this shirt to the gym a lot. This is why there's like holes in it and stuff.
That does look like a gym shirt.
Yeah.
I always get I get fuzz in my belly button.
Ew.
It's
Wow.
because of the hair collects it.
And it's always the dark shirts. My work shirts are the worst.
Oh, like the ones that give you like. Oh, I should also say I don't say where I work on here either.
Oh, I'm not gonna say.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. See, sometimes I'll say that, and my friends are like, "Oh, you mean?" And then they say it, and I'm like, "Fuck!" And I have to bleep it out because I don't want to get in trouble at work if I say anything because they can't prove that I work there.
You know how I always shave my chest and like down? I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, doesn't it prickle out?
When
of
I
your
stopped
shirts?
doing that, I noticed that's when the hair collects in the belly button. Like a lot.
In your chest?
Well, I shaved down here too.
I never have
The
that
belly
problem.
button region.
My friend Tyler, he has the fucking grossest Audi you've ever seen. It's like, I don't even know. It's like a fucking marble in his belly button.
Ew.
It's disgusting.
Do you know who Ronnie Coleman is?
I do not.
Like the bodybuilder guy? who-
Oh.
He has a really messed up back and spine now because he like lifted way too much weight. His
Uh-huh.
whole life.
Oh,
His
okay.
belly button is like the size of like a large Super Ball.
Oh,
Just
okay.
sticks right out of his stomach.
There's like a fucking SNL skit where I don't remember. I think it might have been Adam Sandler was like at the beach and he had like a penis length belly button or belly button Audi. It was very funny. I should probably explain who you guys are because nobody who typically listens would know who you guys are, right?
Nobody?
Well, you guys maybe. Definitely not Chase.
Jeez Louise.
I don't know. Do you
Everyone-
think my friends know who you are?
Everyone knows my voice.
I don't
They'll
know.
all know it's.
Everybody's
me,
like,
by the way.
oh god, Cade's on here. I need to make some
You've
deal
never
with the
done
devil.
one in this whole time?
He's been asking me, and I've been.
I asked him the past
I've been,
like 3
so
weeks.
close to like being able to.
The past like 2 weeks, I asked him.
And I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
But this week I tricked him into. I warped the conversation. I didn't start off by saying, "Can you do the podcast?" I said, "Are you going to Amy's before the party?" And then he said, "Maybe I'll hang out with you instead." And I'm like, "Haha, I gotcha." Now you don't have anywhere to be, so now you can do the podcast.
That is what happened.
But you would have done it anyways, even if I.
Yeah, I was just nervous that like I wouldn't be there on time and you'd be mad, but I made it.
Oh no, you got here before I did.
Do you come up with like questions before these?
No.
What do you do?
Well, sometimes what we usually do is sometimes like when I have new people on, which I guess I forgot to this time, I'll write down a list of topics to talk about.
Yeah.
I
thought you had said that before.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that.
I'm not concerned. I was just.
But it's also like I don't know. I feel like you guys are like I'm closer to you guys. Like sometimes I'll have someone new on, but I don't talk to them that much other than. Like, I'm like, oh, you want to do the podcast or whatever? And then they come on. And then I'm like, you have anything to talk about? And they're like, no, I don't know. It's like, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. This is your first time on. You have 16, 17 years of stories to tell. Tell any story you want. I'm open to whatever. Whereas I have used up all my good stories pretty much, except for like 2 or 3 of them.
All your good
We should
stories.
talk about world issues.
World issues. I don't often talk about politics on here, but
Let's just
I don't
piss
talk about
everyone
politics.
off.
they'll just piss everyone off. What? What's a political statement to piss everyone off that isn't like actually like something I believe? Like
Mega.
well, not that. Like, oh, vaccines are fit. Oh shit, Audrey's here. Vaccines were made by the government to poison us, and oh my god. It's going to be like Order 66. They're going to use the vaccines to mind control us. Or like,
I could turn it into a very
No, we need to type it
uncomfortable
up.
conversation
Yeah.
that nobody would want to listen to.
Yeah. Well, there's also what else? One of my friends, Carter, listens to Joe Rogan a lot, and he was just recently on. He was talking about all these conspiracy theories, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But-
I like listening to that stuff too.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, but
We had a guy on there once who was talking about like alien spacecrafts that had come to Earth.
Oh,
I don't
really?
want to like shift it to that.
Oh, I don't give a shit what you do.
Yeah, but it was crazy. Like this guy had seen, I can't remember his name. Bob Lazar was his name.
Yeah, I watched that.
You
What
watched
is
it?
that?
Yeah, Cole sent it to me.
It was pretty crazy. He like explained it in like
Yeah, he worked.
My
like,
dad had a painting to do in college.
like not in Area
He did
51, but
that?
like
Uh-huh.
with corresponding.
I don't know what the hell
Yes,
it is, but
yeah.
it looks
Yeah,
dope.
and
It's
he
like
saw some weird
abstract.
shit.
yeah. I don't know if they debunked that.
Did you see that?
That's been up in my house since when we lived
Yeah,
in the
Kyle
other
painted
the
that.
small
I didn't know
city.
that.
Because
Yeah.
I've
there's
never
like
seen that in my life.
there's like a project where he had to
Kyle
like
painted
at different angles of the table
He's like really good.
Kyle. Paint different things, and it was like abstract or something. I wish I could see the original, like what the actual like table looked like. That'd be interesting to see how he went off of.
I remember when I was a kid, I would ask your dad to draw all the time.
Yeah.
And he'd get so frustrated. Like, you can't watch me draw. I can't just do it right now.
Yeah.
You'd only do it when you right off the bat. And now, like, being older, I understand that. But
Right. There's like a video that you put on your story one time that I saved on my camera roll, where it's
the elephant?
no, it's you took a video of me drawing a picture of like because me and my dad were like in an argument or something. He was all
I
mad,
remember.
and I drew a picture of my dad with his arms crossed on a napkin at grandma's house, and then you panned up to my dad with his arms crossed, all mad.
That was really funny.
Oh my god! Did he just go like this?
I found in the back of one of my sketchbooks, because I used to sketch a bit.
Mm-hmm.
He had drawn, I was probably like, I don't know, I remember the date on it was like 04 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like a big elephant with its arms up and like a little mouse, and the elephant was yelling, "Yikes!" But it was like really well done.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It was him or you who did it?
He drew it
Oh, okay.
on like the cardboard piece of like a
Right.
ruled notebook.
Mm.
It was pretty good. I sent it to him. He's
Well-
like, God, I don't remember doing that.
Cade liked to draw on the back of grandma's notebook. He used to draw the cool S and and like cubes and stuff.
The cool ass,
Like
like
you-
the 3 lines.
Yeah.
I
The
thought she was
universe S.
outside. I saw your reflection.
Huh? Oh,
I thought she said keys.
you guys can eat these if you want. I'll eat some to make you guys not feel bad.
I can't eat them.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I just had 2 plates of spaghetti.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not hungry right now.
Well, give me one. What the hell?
But
What was I gonna say? Oh, one time when my mom and dad used to be in their volleyball league.
They're poisoned.
Did you know I was on the
She'd
team
be the one to
one
do it.
season?
What's up?
Audrey would be the one to poison me.
I don't think she would.
Did you put poison in this?
She just winked at me, Cade. I don't know if you should. I'm just kidding.
So I'm close again.
When there's one game where I brought my sketchbook and some dude came up to me and was like teaching me like how when you sketch and you like fucking go like shh. What the hell? Hello?
Hello.
who is it?
Oh, hello, Cole.
Cole. Goody, you're here. You can join the. You can
Come
join.
on in.
Come on,
join
the
in,
podcast.
The tie.
Huh? Balloons to tie.
Yeah.
You know we
Nah.
have like 2.5 hours before we start that thing?
I thought we were starting at 8.
No, the party starts at 8, but people aren't. It's
the
a party.
trail doesn't start at 8.
It starts
Yeah,
at
trail
Yeah,
starts
so
like
get
9.
down here and record this
It's very
podcast
chill.
with us.
Well,
You can do it.
Well, let me grab Shane.
Yeah.
Can we
Bring it
inform
down.
the people?
Hey, guys,
You're
grab
gonna have
me
to help
Can you
us
grab
get
me a
the-
black canned beverage from the fridge?
Oh, I can blow pretty good.
A soda
It's on the
pop.
bottom shelf. Yes, a soda
a
pop.
Mountain Dew pitch black. What was that fucking gross? What was that energy drink that used to like got discontinued, like Vault or whatever?
That was good.
That was the best.
It was
pop
the same
it
as
was.
Surge.
No,
I didn't mean
it's not
gross.
the same because Surge gives me headaches.
Or
And Vault
Vault.
never did.
Everything gives you
Ingredients are
headaches.
Exactly the same. They're
That's
probably all
weird.
like 98% the same. But.
But what I was saying was there's like a guy who came up to me and was like teaching me how to sketch. Doing like the fucking pencil thing where you like instead of just drawing a line,
You
you
skipped the volleyball topic too.
Well, I was just at a volleyball game.
Oh, okay.
My parents would play sand volleyball, and they'd be outside, and we'd be at this like bar, and I'd just be like on my DS or like on.
Did you know I was on their thing once?
Yeah,
One season? Okay.
I remember that. There was like a bunch of random people that they had on.
Yeah.
And they had like Ursula was on a couple times as like a sub or whatever. But
Yeah.
Just thinking back to that, I'm like, that was kind of a weird experience. That guy teaching me to draw, but it was also kind of like weird.
Do you think it helped you?
Well, yeah, but it's also kind of like pedophile-y, don't you think? I don't know.
How old were
Was
you?
it just a random dude?
It's just I didn't know. Maybe
Or
my
he was
parents
just being
did.
a nice guy.
Well, yeah. No, he was nice. He wasn't like trying to fucking groom me or anything. He was just teaching me how to draw. I have a bunch of sketches of like trees and shit in my sketchbook. I gotta find that sketchbook. But
I used to, when I draw, I'd use my finger a lot to do the shading.
oh yeah,
That worked kind of really well.
yeah.
It was like I feel like people have a specific thing that they're good at or like a style to what they do unless they just do everything. But that was my thing. For the brief time.
I did drawing class once in high school, and then they gave you like you a tissue, and then you had to like smoothen it out. Oh yeah.
It's gonna come through.
Did they leave?
that's
They're
okay.
scared. Yeah.
Really?
They left.
No.
Oh, well, you said it so seriously. I was like,
Can you inform the listeners as to Cole's story? Please.
well, Cole can tell it when he gets down here.
Oh
I did
my
not think he
God.
was going to come down here. But he was, I was trying to get all four of my cousins on. Yeah, Jack Dunn just called me. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about.
Why do you say
The
everyone's
four-
name
The
first
four
and last
Castle
name?
siblings.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get all four of the Castle siblings, and then Cole was like, no, I can't. And then he was like, I don't want to, or something. Like, he's, like, nervous or whatever to be on like, the camera or whatever on the recording.
He wanted
and then,
to prepare.
And he wanted to. Then he said he wanted to prepare, which fair enough. I mean, probably should have prepared. And then he was like, "I gotta be at Shay's sister's house," and I was like, "Okay, fair enough. You gotta do that." And then he was like, "I gotta," or what? He's like, "Oh, we also gotta prepare our thing for the party, the Halloween party." And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." So he had like 4 different reasons as to why not.
All right, he's coming. Stop talking about him.
Oh, damn it! I was just getting into it. Oh, wait, that's not him.
That's not even cool.
Sure, it is.
Hey, Jim, my baby dog.
Did you get a new shopping shirt?
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my.
Shopping
I
shirt.
like it better than the shopping shirt.
What's a shopping shirt?
Cole, what's the
Oh
shopping
my
shirt?
gosh.
You look more and more like a dad every time I see you.
Yeah.
Shit, are you pregnant?
Do you want to use that chair if you want?
Surprise!
Or you can just...
This all makes me very nervous.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Oh,
already
really?
told him.
I was a bit nervous at first, but then we just talk about nonsense, so it's all right.
We've talked about... there's a guy who taught me to draw who was pedophile-like, and talked about Chase's sweating and...
What if that guy finds this someday?
He's like, that motherfucker!
I was just being a nice guy.
Yeah.
Can't do anything in this world.
We haven't really talked too much about Grandma's house, Cade. Like when we'd always go to Grandma's house for daycare.
You know how she used to have those cookies that were like Fig Newtons, but they were not fig on the
Yeah,
inside?
they were disgusting.
They were like strawberry on the
Yeah.
inside. I found those at Walmart the other
and
day.
they're still gross.
They're still gross, but it was like nostalgic. So I was like, "Oh my god, this
Yeah.
is like grandma's." It was. I bought them. I had to.
You
know-
did?
Yeah, I had to.
You know how I always ate the Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies? We both did.
Yeah.
The
They're
chewy
disgusting.
ones.
Yeah.
I can't.
Now
eat
they're
them
gross.
anymore. They're disgusting.
Because they like hard.
Yeah.
They like fucking dehydrated every single cookie in America, apparently, since we were kids. We would go. At 2:00. We'd be able to
Hey,
be able to have
get over
snacks. Well, he doesn't have to. He doesn't want
Yeah,
to.
he does. Stop being a little bitch.
Oh
Talked
my
about
god.
the notorious Castle topic.
What's the notorious Castle topic?
Poop.
No, I haven't talked about poop yet.
Hold that thought. I gotta poop when we're talking about poop.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh, wait, before we leave that topic, do you ever, like, taste or smell things and it, like, brings you back to a moment in time? Almost like you're like, back there?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like
Like when I ate
shaved.
Fig
When
Newtons.
she-
Like, nostalgic.
Or
you
like,
said.
yeah, those grandma, like the grandma would have those fucking, what are those cookies like? I don't know. They're like
The wafer?
rectangles. Yes. And
And
they
they had, like,
they always,
cream and
they
shit.
feel
Oh,
they feel
yeah.
really weird when you eat them.
They're
Yeah.
light, like, and weight.
Yeah. It feels like you're
There was,
eating
like,
like TV
pink
static
ones
when
and
you're
Yeah,
eating
orange
it.
like air.
ones.
It's like-
TV static.
Remember when we would have we would 2:00 she'd allow us to have snacks. We'd have to bring a towel into the living room so we could watch TV and we didn't get crumbs on the ground.
What were those one things? They were like long and they were like wafery.
That's what we were just
That's what you were talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
were talking about like real vanilla wafers, like the
No.
round
No.
Because those are just like,
There'd be like ice cream sandwiches
It
and
was like a cream inside a wafer, 2 wafers.
yeah.
And they were different colors.
and they just fall all over. Now I get why Grandma wanted us to have a towel.
Do you remember?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, do you remember when there's like 2 summers in a row and every single time it was like quote unquote nap time, not really, we would watch Home Alone or Home Alone 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why? Why did we do that?
Because it's a good movie.
It was the best movie she had, obviously. She had a lot of kids movies. That was like the only like adult movie that she had.
Racing Stripes.
Oh, I guess Racing Stripes.
That's definitely in the top 5.
Horse Crazy.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Audrey, I was talking to her
I
about.
have that movie.
She was.
at
We're
my
talking
house.
about horse movies, and she had like 5 that I'd never heard of, and I had 5 that she had never heard of. Like there's like Racing Stripes and Flicka and Horse
Yes.
Crazy and all
Flicka,
these
that's-
movies.
Seen Flick.
That's a scary movie. Doesn't that the one with the barn burns down?
I don't remember what happens in
On the
Flicka.
horses.
I remember Horse Crazy when like those 3 kids get like kidnapped, and they hide in the back of their car.
Like, they're in like the desert or
They
something.
go to they
and
want
there's
to.
horses
It was this.
involved.
It's a horse movie. It's
Did you used to
Alayna and
get
Lauren.
2 M&Ms when you would poop at grandma's? when
Yeah,
you were
1
really-
for pee, 2 for poop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Just
It was like potty training.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I never did that.
2
Yeah,
whole
she had that little
M&Ms.
jar they were in. Was
Shoot.
it in the bathroom?
No, what?
I thought the jar was
They
in the
were.
M&Ms were kept in the bathroom.
I'll tell you
I
what there
think
was.
so.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't rule it out. There was carpet
In
in
an
that
open
bathroom, so
container.
it's not a normal bathroom in that. That fucking toilet. Every time we go to Grandma's house, I realize how small that toilet
And why is it blue?
Well,
Who
the
has a-
bowl is blue, dude. I think the bowl is blue.
The bowl
You
is
mean
blue.
the water, or are you asking why
No,
the?
the whole toilet is blue. I've
Yes.
never seen a blue toilet in my life.
Yeah, but it's blue, and there's also carpet, Cade. That's the weird thing.
in a bathroom.
Yeah, that's
That
like the
is
only
weird. person
person in America, and in both like there's one room in the entire house where there's not carpet, and there's like 80 rugs on the ground.
It was really weird.
But
We're still talking about poop, even though you said
I don't want to talk about it on the record.
Grandma would every time she would like be watching like Price is Right or something, she'd have like
The price is right.
she'd have like her M&Ms that she'd grab like a handful and then like organize them by color and like.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Oh, one time I was in 8th grade and I like a fucking flashback like memory hit me with those bears, like the different colored bears. Where you'd like count them.
Yeah, you have to sort them and count
there was
them.
like purple and red and green and yellow.
And there was like jumping monkeys and all those
Jumping
games and
monkeys.
stuff.
You gotta get in the groove on that one.
Yeah.
How did that work?
You put a monkey
Put a
on a thing and you
monkey on
shoot
a
it.
little
And
jumper.
you try to hook them.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll fall off and you have to pick them up and do it
It's
again.
like a
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, like a spring thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get a fancy chair.
I guess so.
That's the.
That was a fast.
I think the most like this is the phone being there is then you remember you're in a thing
Huh?
like that you're on a podcast. If this weren't there,
Yeah, this is just normal.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hide the phone.
that's weird.
Yeah,
Well, then
like
it,
a
that,
tissue
then, it would,
box.
then it would sound like shit.
Everything's muffled from here.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, we should hide the phone and see what it sounds like, and then the rest of the episode was like. Oh my god.
What are you should ask some things that you want to know.
Of you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. What's we should. Where do you think Grandpa gets like his terminology from? Like, do you think he's the only person in the world that like when he's referring to a spanking, he says, "I'm gonna give you a licking." Think anybody in the
that's
world
just
says that?
That's just like a
Just 'cause
generational
he's like
thing.
Really?
80
Yeah.
years old.
He grew up on the farm too.
He's a lot of
Yeah,
interesting
talked like
stories.
that.
Yeah.
Well, he always says, "I'm gonna grab the fly swatter
Yeah, I
and
always,
hit you with the metal part,
Yeah.
The wire ends.
the wire end."
Probably
Of the
not good to put.
I always thought that it was like that word was
That was when it was
pronounced
okay.
flice water.
Fly
swatter.
I didn't even think until like way too late that it was like fly swatter. Like use
No,
the
it's
swat
fly
flies.
swatter.
I'm like the fly swatter is what he used to spank your ass like Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Schmatter.
Yeah, that was Chloe. Schmatter. Disgusting. Oh my god.
Potatoes and tomatoes. Likes to say that.
Yeah.
The both of us.
There was one time when I was at a party where someone was trying to convince me that it was, you know how he says like, what in the name of Sam Hell or whatever.
Sam Hill.
Yeah, but
Someone was
they were
saying-
like, it's Sam Hill, and I'm like, no, it's not. And I googled it, and it was like, Sam Hill is like, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I called Grandpa. I'm like, Grandpa, isn't it Sam Hell? He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, what? That's like your quote. And he's like, never have I once said that. And Grandma was like, I've never heard that before. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my
What in the
god.
Sam Hell? He says it all the time.
What in the Sam Hell?
The Mandela effect.
Yeah, that might be the Mandela effect.
Only you think it happened.
Yeah. Just got erased from history. Remember when?
Like the
Remember when?
Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, or Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's just incorrect, though.
What
do you
is
mean
it?
it's incorrect?
What
It's
is it?
no, I am your father. Is what he
Say
really says.
No, Luke, I am your father.
No, he doesn't say
No.
Luke at all.
Oh.
But people say Luke because it's like if you were to say I am your father, it's easier to say Luke because you know instantly that you're talking about Star Wars.
Right.
But what was I gonna say? What are you? I don't remember.
Who am I?
I lost.
I have no idea.
I lost my entire train of thought there. I was gonna talk about. Oh
What,
yeah,
the
when
Sam Hill?
we were going to the cabin one year, and I was telling Mandela effects to my dad, and he was pissed off because I was talking about Mr. Rogers. I'm like, it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, right? Not a beautiful day in the neighborhood. He's like, well, shut up. You're just ruining the fun of it for everyone else. And I'm like, when did you ever watch Mandalorian, Alayna?
No.
Cade?
Mm-hmm.
You know that episode where there's like all the bounty hunters that he's like teaming up with?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's one part where a guy gets like closed between two doors. This is like season 1, by the way, so I'm not spoiling anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how did he survive that? And then there's a bunch of parts in the episode where it looks like he's going to kill someone. At the end of the episode, he's alive. And I'm like, I was telling my dad, I'm like, that was weird how they did that. I thought that he should kill those guys. And then he's like, well, I don't know. They're just trying to show him that he's kind of a nice guy, and he wouldn't. I'm like, yeah, but the rest of the show he's killing people. He's like, if you got a problem with it, then don't watch the show. I'm like, I'm just saying, it's weird. That one part is weird. Don't watch the show.
What do you expect, though?
It's hard.
He loves
He loves Star
Lord
Wars.
of the Rings.
Oh.
Star
He
Wars.
hates episode 8, though.
He has a biased opinion.
For
on
no
it, I
reason.
feel.
I don't think he hates it. It's just his least favorite.
Just his least favorite. He's like,
You never hear your father saying he hates
That's
a
true.
Star Wars movie.
oh, it's he hates it compared to like all the other ones that are like,
Yeah.
or he's
That's like the most.
That's when you go tell him
Disliked
that's your
one.
favorite one.
that's the most disliked one now. Well,
That's the one. That's when you go tell him that's your favorite
no,
one.
I would never do that.
I'll be like, yeah, that's my favorite one. You'd be like, what?
That would be like the stubborn thing to do.
Like you guys make fun of me for.
That's
hating- hating-
everyone in this family has gone through the phase where every time someone says they like something, you say you hate that thing. Like
Me?
that's like coined as like the thing that Chase used to do. Or like, oh, I love sandwiches. I hate sandwiches. Remember that one time when like Chase was like, it was like his 14th birthday and he had like the reptile person there?
It's my golden birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I barely remember it.
That was a big snake.
It was like a big snake and
Yeah.
An
I think there's
alligator.
there's a boa
alligator,
constrictor,
yeah.
right? Or something. It was like a picture of
There was
all of us
another
holding up the
snake,
snake.
too. There's like a garden snake or something.
Yeah.
A garden?
What kind of snake was it?
A garden snake.
A big
A
one.
python.
Those
I
aren't
think. A
things.
big python.
Okay, well,
Garter.
They're garter.
how big are boa
Garter
constrictors?
They can get big too,
Hmm.
but I think they're a bit more like dangerous.
Well, yeah, they constrict.
Pythons are more like docile. They're,
What are the
no,
big
Pythons are.
That's a big word for me. Docile.
What's the word? What's the word that when there's too many of them in one area?
Overpopulated?
Yeah, they're overpopulated in Florida.
What are the big ones in the Amazon?
anacondas.
Anacondas.
Yeah.
Anaconda.
That movie's
don't
scary.
want none.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
you got some.
When they're walking in the river and it starts killing them.
What was that movie?
Anaconda.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You guys excited for
Like the
tonight?
covers.
I'm excited for
The
tonight.
cover for the movie is like green.
I have the best job here.
Nobody here is going to be
What's your job?
walking the trail, right?
Well, Lucas
I am.
is.
I didn't
Well,
get.
then I won't say anything.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't tell me. They did. I was in charge of everything except for the trail today.
Mm.
What am I gonna do? Your dad said he has a small
Yeah,
job
but you
for
didn't
me.
pick up the dog shit because it wasn't crossed off the list.
I did it before
And
I
you
crossed it
didn't-
off the list.
Did you empty the garbage?
I did not empty the
'Cause
garbage.
I tried to throw my last wrapper from the granola bar away, and it just fell.
Oh my god.
So you're gonna have to pick that up.
You're gonna. My parents are gonna listen to this and be like, they should not be talking about how messy the house is. What was I gonna say?
I let the dog out for you.
Yeah, you did let the dog out for me.
After 10 minutes of deciding if he can.
Well, he's just sitting in the kennel, like.
Yeah, it's one.
No, you're like, does he go on a leash? I'm like, have you ever seen Randall
Well,
on a
could,
leash?
well, could you imagine, like, Chase lets him out and then he just disappears and I come home and like, where's Randall? And they're like, oh, I just let him out. You put the leash on, right? What leash? Well, he needs the leash, otherwise he'll run away.
I've never seen him on a leash.
We
before.
had a traumatizing childhood situation.
I
where-
didn't.
Well, I did.
Wait, what?
Where
Where
you-
the dog
the dog
wasn't
got
on
lost?
the leash and the dog got hit.
Oh, yeah.
I
don't
heard that
think
was
Did he?
it was
Mom's
alive.
fault.
It
don't
wasn't
know.
anyone's fault.
I don't know if that was even born yet. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mom
Yeah.
smoked him with the car, dude.
No, Mom let
Not
him out.
mom.
What?
No,
Are you talking about
somebody
the
on
German Shepherd?
She
Yeah,
let him
Mom
out.
let
Like
him
we
out.
would let him out, and he decided to run into the road. I don't know why. Like across the road to the neighbor's house, and
Smoke.
I remember that happening to a cat, but not the dog.
Yeah,
I've been
Bumper.
to lots of
Mm.
cats.
Hence the
Bumper?
Hence the name Bumper, because he's been hit like 3 times.
Oh, no. What was that one dog that was like your Facebook
Oh,
profile?
dog. I thought you were talking about.
No. I meant cat. What's the one cat?
Diego.
No, not Diego.
Oh,
That's like the
Kitty.
main cat. No. Like baby jaguar or something like that. It was like
What?
it was like your cat. It was like your Facebook profile picture.
Zeus.
No.
No.
Smooth.
It was not. I don't think it was named Smooth.
It was Smooth. Yes, it was.
Oh,
What
my
cat?
God.
He used to be on my old Facebook. It was the Calico one.
That's Spencer named
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth.
because of that YouTuber.
Smooth McGroove.
Somebody I don't know.
He
just
named
kidding.
that.
We
That's-
actually talked of naming our band Smooth.
Smooth.
Have you?
Briefly.
When was the last time you? When did you change the name? You haven't changed it yet, but when did you not like?
We got rid of it like months ago, and then it was the worst possible.
Oh, it isn't locked in
Like
yet.
trying to find a name.
Yeah.
Seemed like an impossible task for months.
Well, have you found a name yet? Yeah. Oh,
What is it?
you want to reveal it on the podcast? No, I'm
That's
just
what it is. What
Oh, we
is it?
can't mention it.
No, it's what is it? No, it's exit machine.
Ah.
What was it gonna be? Boner machine or something?
Bone machines.
Bone
Bone
machines.
machines.
It's like from Parks and Rec. 5 skin and what was her?
Bone machines. It was what it was gonna be. And I was like, we're not a metal band.
Yeah.
I
But
don't like that.
Boner machine.
I think exit
Boner
machine
machine.
was like a kind of like a compromise in a way.
Uh huh.
You want to tell him what
We're
a
still not
shopping
using
shirt
it.
is now?
Yeah. What's a shopping shirt?
I got a shirt a while back, and then I think it was at the cabin
Mm-hmm.
or on some vacation.
No, we were in Utah, Colorado,
Mhm.
Utah.
Oh yeah, and we were going
went out
shopping.
I got
And
my
I was like,
shopping
I'm
shirt
gonna
on.
wear this shirt, and then I told everybody I got my shopping shirt on.
Okay.
No, they haven't let it go.
I thought it was like, oh yeah, that's our family. You say one thing once and then they won't forget it. The last time we had people over at for Labor Day, and my dad was going off on me of one teensy remark I made about John Braun. Someone was like, John Braun's 18, right? And I'm like, well, John Braun's not 18. And I said it slightly too over exaggerated, and then my dad was like, whoa, John Braun's not 18, John Braun. The rest of the night, we were playing Cookies, John Braun's not 18. And I'm like, oh my God.
Was that here? I think
That was here.
Yeah.
But I thought a shopping shirt was because every time I feel like I see you, you go to some store and buy a bunch of new clothes, and then you're like, yeah, see, I got this, and everybody's like, oh, that's really nice, Cole. I've never seen that shirt before. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Where'd
stylish.
you get that one?
Yeah, I'm pretty styling.
I'll give you the name.
I thought he said, yeah, I'm pretty stylish.
I
I think
mean,
we
like
can
it
name places.
allude to what the place is.
Was it a clothes store?
JT Min.
JT Min.
I got it.
Okay.
An acronym for a name, followed by the most of something.
That's my favorite.
TJ Maxx.
Not the minimum.
Did you get it from TJ
Well,
Maxx?
TJ Maxx isn't. Nobody works at TJ Maxx.
Oh, that's why we can't say
Well,
it?
you can say McDonald's. I went to McDonald's to get J Balvin meal on Wednesday, but I can say that. Don't say like I can't say like this because that's where my mom works.
Or where you work or anything.
Yeah, and I don't want to say where I work because
Or the town.
I don't want someone listening to it and being like, "Hey, do you know Lukas? You know that he talks shit about this job so much on his podcast?" And I'd be like, "Oh no." If that happened, I'd be like, "Damn straight, this place sucks." What would they really do
work
at that
at the
point?
same place?
Yep. You're like every single one of my friends who's like, "You still work there?" I'm like, "Yeah."
No, I didn't mean it like that.
No, I know.
I see his car there all the time.
They over exaggerate.
When you're sitting in the
He
parking
still
lot.
works there.
I saw
Yeah.
you yesterday.
Yeah, we
So, yeah.
we work across
You
the
were
street.
in the window.
We're like SpongeBob and Plankton living at working across the street from each other.
Me
Way
too, then.
better.
Yeah. We always like. We're,
Do
oh,
you steal each other's
He name
recipes?
dropped it.
okay.
Is
That's where he works.
yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
I don't get
it's
the
your it's
rules,
your
man.
choice.
I don't get the rules.
No, I want to hear how you bleep it out. I want to see how it finds
Okay.
out.
He
fine.
already has to bleep out.
There's
the
two of them. There's two of them. Write down there's two of them. Alayna
All right,
said
what's
it.
another topic, Lucas? This is why I wanted to be prepared, so I could ask you.
Oh, this is like the least. This is like the least prepared.
I think we should
podcast there ever
cover
is.
difficult topics.
Okay, wait, but first, can I finish what he was talking about?
No.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Oh well, shit. No, that's not even funny anymore. I was gonna say that Cade always tries to come over and steal the secret recipe for a burger, but now the joke isn't funny anymore because the moment passed.
You know where I work is better.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, everybody who listens to this knows where I
Screw
work.
you.
Food's better.
You know what she
you
gets?
idiot.
Some food.
You're a genius, Cade.
Yeah.
I should bleep it out this time by him going like a donkey sound effect or something.
You
stupid.
should see what she gets there.
It's so good.
Cheese with cheese and some more cheese.
Nah, I can't get cheese anymore. I'm lactose intolerant.
She gets a blank.
And you still like it
she gets
that
a
much?
box.
It's so good.
I don't even know what you get.
Your place of work sucks. It's disgusting.
No, I eat everything at work.
Nah.
And it's
What's their
all-
motto?
Mm,
Oh, you can't say it, I guess, but I think I know.
I know what the motto is. It's
Mhm.
I'm loving it. No, I'm just kidding.
Something like, we got the fish, or something like
We
that.
got the power.
We have the blank.
All right.
Okay, whatever.
All right, Lucas.
They already know by now.
Give us a difficult topic.
Oh,
Put
fuck.
him on the spot.
I know. That's
Difficult
what he gets.
topic,
We're all on the
difficult
spot for
topic.
doing this. So he gets to be on the spot.
I was under the impression that we had to be ready to terrify some teenagers at 8.
You are out of the loop.
I guess so.
All right. Yeah. You're also out of the loop considering that this every single time I have people on, there's like sometimes where I have people on and they're like, well, I don't know what to talk about. And I'm like, well, you can talk about whatever. And they're like, well, I don't know.
I feel like it'd be hard to not talk about
I asked you a
anything.
question.
Right.
What is your dad gonna have me do? He said he had a small job for me.
I don't know because I don't know what's going on.
Oh, because I kind of want to like walk with all the groups and record everyone.
I think you're doing what we're doing,
Secrets.
if you're all right with it. I don't know what that is, but
Okay, I don't care. I just want to hear some kids scream.
Alayna, should I ask some of my would you rather questions from Amy's house?
Yeah.
Should I really?
Buffoon's answer.
Do you think that there's like the one that you guys were like, that's a good one? That's but
The one in the car?
you think no, not that one. I'm not saying that one out loud, but there is the one about the dinosaurs, and you think I can say that and not get trouble?
In trouble by who?
I don't know. It's
Nah,
kind
you
it's,
say it.
it's kind of inappropriate.
you've said
What?
the F word like 47 times already.
You'll get demonetized.
Now Audrey's saying
Yeah.
cutting her finger.
Are your videos monetized?
No, I need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized.
No, but are they set to be monetized?
Let's make
Oh,
that
I
happen.
should do that. I should get that.
You
set.
should do it before because it's not. I
'Cause
don't
it-
think it's 1,000. There's that, but then there's.
You also need
a full
4,000 watch
quantity of-
hours.
yeah,
Yeah.
views.
You need both of them though. I think. Or
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't
think
know.
so.
I think you do. But if it like one time I wake up and I'm like, oh wait, I have 2,000
can't
subscribers.
But I
Like
don't know.
historical
I don't know if you
events
do
that
it after. If anything,
You with the
before it.
hand.
Like I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I've
Has a
done this
name.
too.
I know.
Okay, Alayna. I'll say it anyways because it's not that bad.
That happened in history.
The question was, would you rather? You get a choice of two things, and you have to survive the event. Okay, you either get teleported back to the dinosaur times for 2 weeks, right? There's dinosaurs and stuff, or you get teleported for 4 weeks as a Jewish person living in Nazi Germany.
I've heard this before somewhere.
From me, I think I've asked this question before.
The dinosaur one would be far easier to survive.
You think?
What do you think? They're just like overpopulated, like killing anything they see? You could just go somewhere where they're not.
Yeah, but you can't
It's like
reason with
bears.
them.
But for
Reason with them.
But
yeah, but
You
it's
gotta
like,
find food and stuff.
yeah, that's the
do you
more popular
concern
answer.
yourself with bears, like, or wolves or things like that?
I don't know. I
I
feel like
don't
you,
think they were like
I feel like you should just team up with a bunch of triceratops.
and ride them around. Or
Yeah, sure. Jurassic Park or something. I guess I didn't do that in Jurassic Park. But in Nazi Germany, if you get found, then you're not going to get killed instantly. Like if you get found by T-Rex, you're just done.
Do you know that you're coming back after the weeks?
Yeah. Like because like
Yeah, but if you die,
let's say you're
you
on
die.
day 14 of the dinosaur one, and like you have like an hour left, and a T-Rex sees you. It's like, well, that's just a waste of my time. But if you get to like week 3, you're pretty much safe because you have to go on the train all the way to Auschwitz or whatever to the camp.
How many weeks is this?
4 weeks in Nazi Germany and 2 weeks is the dinosaur times.
I've got a pretty big mouth, so I'd probably be like shot by some Nazi. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
last.
Well, those guys are ruthless. They'd shoot anyone. They couldn't
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't.
think I'd
last.
do the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
hide in a
That'd
tree
be
or something.
interesting. Well, not that the other one wouldn't be, but
In what place would you be? Like, what part of the world? Like just
Pangea.
where
But
you are.
it's
currently?
all connected. So,
Where the
well, if you're in
dinosaurs
Nazi
are.
Germany, you're in Nazi Germany.
Well, yeah.
How about that? I'll make it interesting. If you're in, you'll be where Germany is, but you're just at 65 million, whatever BC.
Yeah, I guess nothing would look the same in that case. But
You're in like a
would I have the knowledge that I have now?
yeah, it's you.
Okay.
You just get teleported back there for 2 weeks.
I'd go back to when the pyramids were built.
That's not an option.
That was not an option.
Not an option, but interesting that you would say that. What
Because you want to know how.
what historical event would you like to see in the past?
Something that we don't know how it was done. Probably.
Yeah. Ooh, where like Amelia Earhart, you like find where she was.
No.
That one's not too concerning to me. I would probably.
I guess that's not as much of a mystery.
I'd go to
Area 51.
yeah,
and
where
see
Bob
what-
Lazar worked.
We talked about him already.
Oh my god!
What the heck? You talked about Bob
Well, we
Lazar?
not like a lot.
Most are- I've never heard of Bob Lazar, and
Well,
you guys
he
are
just-
Go watch
Bob
the
Lazar.
podcast.
He just brought up that one of his friends listened to Joe Rogan, and then
Rogan.
me and him had both watched the Bob Lazar one because he
Oh,
sent
that's
it
the
to
best
me.
one.
I was listening. Oh my god, this is kind of cringe. I was at work. I was doing dishes, and I was gonna listen to the Kanye West one. And I was listening, and I'm like, I don't want to listen to this one. I don't know. I
No.
feel like it's just too whatever. So I scrolled down until I saw someone I know, and the first one I I recognized was Miley Cyrus. So I listened to the Miley Cyrus episode
I
at
watched
work.
that one. That was good.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I tried to watch Kanye's, but he's just a buffoon. It's horrible.
Really?
Yeah, and Joe just lets him talk. He just sits there and pretends that he's thinking like deeply about something, and he's just trying to find the words to even just explain how
He seems scared the whole time.
he's just
Isn't he like bipolar? Or something?
Yeah, he's like gotten something.
He has a lot of mental health issues.
I think you're talking about two different people.
I don't. Are you? Never mind. I thought you were making. Never mind. Whatever.
Yeah,
We're talking about Kanye West, right?
Did you know that he's on the ballot?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, Kanye.
Yeah, he's running for president. Yeah. Sorry.
Isn't
I was
he
like in my
bipolar?
own world.
Yes, he's bipolar.
Yes, he's dating the Kardashian.
He's
Or
married to the. He has 2 kids with the Kardashian.
Yeah, he's got issues.
Joe asked him about being president. Some question, I can't remember what it was, but he sat there for like a minute straight, just both of them completely silent. Finally, he thinks of something to say. He's like, "I just said a prayer right there because it was so important what
Really?
we're talking about."
Really?
It's ridiculous.
He's a very religious man. I think he said the reason that he wanted to be president because it was his calling from God to become president. He didn't know.
He's nuts. My lord.
Anyways,
That reminds me.
never mind.
Do you watch any podcasts? Listen to?
Sometimes I'll listen to like clips of them, or I'll listen to like one full every once in a while, but only like.
And you said you don't like Logan Paul. Impulsive.
No, okay, well,
Impulsive is okay.
I changed my mind on that because I never listened to it before, but then I would go back and listen to like the clips of people that I knew or like them
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
not, like,
stuff that I knew
fun.
about.
It's not good if you don't know who the hell they're talking with.
Right.
You have to kind of know like
Right.
the scenario.
Did you watch the whole Miley Cyrus one?
I had like 15 minutes left. But I rarely listen to full episodes of podcasts, which is hypocritical of me when I do a podcast.
I am never listening to this whole thing.
Really?
Just because you don't.
I think I'm gonna pull a Johnny Depp and just like not watch my own films. I'm not gonna listen to it.
Well, I don't listen to it.
He doesn't watch his own film.
Because I'm in it.
I think
I was
or
there.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm a pirate. He doesn't want to see that.
No. Where's all the rum gone?
He doesn't want to, yeah.
Where is the rum?
I've only seen the first 2 of those movies.
Get out of town!
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean? Not that big of a deal.
Well, you gotta see the third one. I guess I
Isn't the third one the weird one where they're like... There's 5 of them, isn't there now?
Yeah, I haven't seen the 4th or 5th, but...
Grandma and Grandpa have seen the first 4 at least. Because they like Johnny Depp so much.
Johnny Depp is
To,
good.
Like, bring up
He's a
things
good
that
actor.
I shouldn't.
Shay and I were watching...
If, like, this wasn't being recorded, our talks would be much more,
Yeah.
not appropriate for the podcast.
Well,
Like,
no
I
way.
want to bring up something that Miley Cyrus said, but then it would shift the whole conversation in a way that I don't think you would all appreciate. So I'm not going to.
What did Miley Cyrus say? Oh, never mind. You didn't want to switch this conversation.
I can imagine.
She
Sharon...
used to be vegan, and she
Yes.
stopped because
Oh.
I mean I think you.
Oh, I don't mind talking about that.
She's very normal for what or more normal than I suspected when I listened to it.
She had a phase where she...
Yeah.
You can't imagine what that's like.
Well, it's
to grow
also...
up.
Yeah, she was doing stadiums when she was like 12 years old. It's like, oh my god.
Well, yeah, that's why Justin Bieber was so messed up in that.
Yeah.
Can you fathom having like that
Oh, I know.
much of a reputation?
I
My whole
un- I
thought process.
understand, like,
My
I would be
thought
messed
process
up.
is like,
that's like psychological damage.
well, I think like these people, they build a reputation for themselves, and then they have to be this person, and it's not who they are, and they cannot stray from it.
Yeah.
Like
imagine
Jim Carrey is
faking
like a
who
very
you
good
are.
example of this.
Yeah.
He's like his whole like I don't even know if he
Isn't
knows who
there a
he is because he's played a
documentary
character
about
his
Jim
whole life.
Carrey?
Didn't he have like multiple personality disorder or something?
Something like that.
I don't think so, but
He just got really into his characters.
He had like alter egos.
but that's all people knew him as was like
Yeah.
this funny guy that
Yeah.
He just acted
that's not
so
who he was.
much that he like forgot who he was as an
Yeah.
individual.
Yeah. There's like a, I don't remember, there's like a meme or like an Instagram post or something where there's that girl JoJo Siwa, where she's like 18 years old and she's like on Nickelodeon Girl. She's like doing all these shows and stuff, and
She acts like a 12-year-old.
she acts like a 12-year-old, and she's like, I'm waiting for her to post videos of her and her boyfriend doing cocaine on her Snapchat story. I'm waiting for the day where she steps out of the Nickelodeon bubble.
Like Jake Paul.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she doesn't end up like him, but
No, he's the worst.
yeah. I think
Which
No,
one was the
no.
one who had like the issue where he posted that video?
Loves
That was
Logan
That was
Paul.
Logan Paul, but
They-
he's
I mean,
kind of a
he fucked-
sociopath,
he
but
fucked
he's
up,
not
but
bad.
like
They were weird, yeah.
yeah.
They know that though. Like every time that, like I feel like in that first year where they were just doing all those crazy stunts, they would just want people to report on it so they get more and more attention.
Yeah.
yeah. That's kind of like the
But that one
Jim
like went too
Carrey.
far, I think.
Well,
that's
yeah.
the thing. They don't realize what they're doing until it's done. And
Was he in like Japan or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that forest. Yeah.
yeah.
What happened? I don't watch.
It's a forest
Paul.
where like people go in to like kill themselves basically, and he made some joke about it, I think.
He went and vlogged he went into the forest, and then they found a guy.
They were like laughing
A
at
dead
him.
guy.
They were like,
Oh god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
well he was like, if we're laughing, it's just that's our coping process. And then he posted and he was like, guys, this is all for suicide awareness. It's like, okay, bro, I don't know. About
Why
that.
would you post that? That was
Yeah.
a bad decision.
He's still traumatized by that. He always talks about it on
Yeah.
his podcast about how pivotal of a moment in his life that was.
Do you think he's traumatized because of what he like being there and what he saw, like he's saying, or he's traumatized because it affected him in such a negative way?
I think
that.
it Trump.
Probably
The
both.
No, his
Like it affected his reputation in a negative way.
Well,
he
that's
felt
what it
like
was
that.
at first. Clearly, at first, when he
I
posted,
think.
he posted something on Twitter, like some sort of apology, and then the last hashtag, they put like a hashtag at the bottom of it, like "low gang for life," and then the peace emoji. It's like, okay, I don't know if he meant that. And then he posted a video to YouTube, and it's like one of the most disliked videos in history on YouTube. It's in the top 10.
his
like,
apology?
His apology video, and then he like took like a month off, and then I don't know. Eventually, throughout the year, he realized like, because he talked to a bunch of psychologists and stuff that he was like, his whole like perception of like what he can do and like all of his like, he had a bunch of people that were all yes men around him and would say whatever, like, oh yeah, do that or whatever.
Yeah.
And he like surrounded himself with an entirely new group of people and
Mike.
like Mike.
Hey, Big Mike.
I never know how much that is for like.
Did you hear
For
that
show.
him and Lana broke up?
I kind of thought they did it.
I heard about that. I go on and off about liking that Mike guy.
Same.
Like sometimes he'll say something and I'm like, yeah, that's a good thing to say, Mike. And then I'll follow him on Twitter and he'll say something against like somebody that I like follow on Twitter and he'll be obviously completely in the wrong and he'll just get destroyed and it's just like, Mike, you took an L on this one. Shut the fuck up.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't
Logan
like-
Paul's friend Mike.
No.
That's okay.
You'll see on like his podcast though, somebody will talk about something really sad and people get like emotional and he'll just be sitting there like you can like almost see him like trying to make himself cry because he's just like
Who, Mike?
no Logan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have as much like empathy, I feel like, obviously.
Well, that's why people say they're like sociopaths or something.
Yeah, well everybody's different.
I thought it was raining outside. I'm like, God damn it. If it was raining. I don't think it's gonna rain.
It's so dark out there.
Yeah.
I'm
You
pretty
didn't
sure it's
realize.
full moon.
Yeah. It's a blue moon or something like that.
But it's like covered by the clouds.
Yeah.
At least when we got here.
It's gonna be spooky.
I said-
I
out
will say
there.
that
I
most
saw-
people that are like highly successful are sociopaths. Do you know why?
Because you have to not give a shit about other
Yeah.
people to get to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab
Most
another
of the
soda
time.
pop. You want one?
I guess so. I'm gonna have a sugar crash soon.
It's like 6 years ago. I saw someone on my phone like, in 2020, Halloween will be on a full moon. And I'm like, Dad, when Henry's 8 years old, and when I'm a senior in high school, it'll be a full moon. Yeah, Bobby Newport's never had a... But he was like, wow, really? He was like... And then now it's like coronavirus, so who really gives a shit? And it's on a Saturday. Halloween's never on a Saturday.
I know it's always on like a weekday, and then everyone wants to do something, and it's like,
Yeah, it's like I got school tomorrow.
yeah.
The best is when it's on like Friday. If it was on a Friday. I guess it doesn't matter too much this week. Or no. Because we haven't gone to church for a while.
Hmm?
Is that new?
No, it's garbage.
No, I got a new pod.
Anyways, Cade.
Secret shit.
All right, you gotta ask us each something you know, want to know.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
What do I want to know?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Christ.
ask about
Difficult
me.
topic. Difficult.
Well, I should have prepared for this.
Yeah.
Cade, why are you such an asshole? No, I'm kidding.
I want to know too.
You answer your question.
I feel like Cade was like my
He's an
friend
asshole.
because all of my friends act very similar to Cade now. Like Marcus is exactly like Cade, where they'll say something just to piss me off. Like they want to get the reaction, and I'm like, man, I must have always been like this because Cade used to do that when I was like 5 years old. So I guess I answered my own question.
That's a maturity.
Ask a
thing, I
different
think.
question.
Yeah. Well, Cade's matured out of that. My dumbass friends have not.
Cade has not matured out of it.
Well, he doesn't do that shit anymore. Cade, every time like we'd be at a party, he'd come up behind me and like tickle me in like the armpits. I'm like, stop, bro. or like,
Where's yours?
Shay, we gotta set up our stuff because they're coming at 8, and we don't want them to all see.
yeah.
What we're doing.
Well, how long have we been going?
So,
Oh shit.
well, you guys can keep going. You don't.
Oh no, you gotta ask your questions, Lucas.
Oh god.
Yeah, what's your real question
What's my real
for
question?
me?
I don't know. What have you been up to lately, bro? You just said you were sleeping in a car. Is that true? You sleeping? Do you actually sleep in a car? Or no.
No?
Oh well, then what the hell is Chase talking about?
I said he spends a lot of time just like sitting in parking lots.
Oh.
I just sit in Cannon Falls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I was just sitting in the Cub parking lot. Doing what?
Hanging out with all your friends, listening to music, hopping from car to car, seeing what's up. Occasionally going outside if the weather permits.
sit in your car in the Cub parking lot. It's like,
No, it's not Cub anymore.
you want to go to Matt's car? Nah, it's too chilly out. It's better to stay in this car.
Tell
we
him to
can
come over here.
FaceTime them. We can FaceTime.
Yeah, we do that. We call from each other's. Like, we'll be
Yeah.
parked right next to
It'll be
each
like the
other. We'll be
coronavirus, like
Yo,
the
so
Zoom
when
call.
are we going?
They're like 6 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Alayna's
you know a topic I want to touch?
What?
Does Chloe ever try to steal your friends? Because she stole all my friends. I have this new group of friends.
not
There's like 20
intentionally.
people total.
I'm sorry, I'm just likable.
I'm exploring with them one night.
Oh, Alayna. You're talking about Alayna.
We get out. We get done exploring. I have service. Open my phone, watch a bunch of stories of all my friends hanging out at my house without me. I'm like, half of you don't even know Alayna, and you're hanging out with her.
Wow,
Yeah.
besties.
No, me and Chloe are not close enough to do that.
Cade, they're all people. They can make their own.
No, they
decisions.
can. I don't care. I'm just like,
Maybe they like Alayna.
it's an ongoing thing
They
because she
do.
stole all my other friends, too.
I thought you
I'm
guys
no
were. I
longer-
thought you guys were both like friends together.
Not
Well, we are.
anymore.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
The Cannon
Now
Boys.
we are the Cannon Boys now, but you never were friends with them before. You're like, who are these kids?
I never got into your friends.
You didn't know any of them
In
until we went to
town.
Colorado. That was when you met
Yeah,
Sam
technically.
and Devin.
Yeah.
Hey, when's Miko come?
Yeah.
January.
I'm excited.
Who's that?
Her
My
boyfriend.
husband.
Oh Christ.
I tell people you guys are married, and they're like, for real? I'm like, yeah. And they believe me.
Okay.
He's gonna find a new passion.
For
climbing?
He would literally be so excited.
You guys should talk about that. Well, if you can, maybe not.
About what?
Wait, like the thing. Like I don't know if you want to talk about that. You know, you and Cade like to go on the.
Oh, I don't. I hurt my wrist, so I'm not going anytime soon.
Underground?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to talk.
Oh,
about
that?
Oh, sure. As long as you don't drop any names.
You can say our names. People know we live in Minnesota.
No, I mean like where we go.
Yeah, we don't want to say like the
No,
secret
we went to
routes.
this one. We went to this. It took us 3. We had a plan and a backup plan last time we went last weekend. The first
Typically,
plan
the
failed.
and the backup plan always fail.
Yeah, they both failed, so we were like, scratch that, and we go to the one I've been to a million times.
Yeah.
But it was still fun. And
Both
then we
of the
did
first ones we were gonna repel like with a rope.
Explain what this is for the audience at home.
Can I explain?
Sure.
With my
Yeah.
Okay, so we parked in this neighborhood that was like
I think he's looking for like a general explanation of what
Yeah.
it is that.
No, so
They go exploring underground.
yeah, in
Period. They
abandoned
have to
buildings,
rappel.
underground caves,
Sewers.
drains.
And there's like, you were showing me videos, and there's like a secret society underground.
Oh yeah, there's like a whole.
It's like a community.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
I haven't been to one yet, but they have these parties and stuff.
The reason we
All
can't
these-
drop any names of things is because it's not legal to do.
Right.
So I've never actually done it. This is all just a pretend.
Yeah, this
conversation.
is when he
It's all
when he
Pretending like we do this cool shit, but
Yeah.
we really don't.
this is what Chase and Cade do in Minecraft. They go
Yeah.
underground and stuff.
But
It's
no,
like a
yeah.
very realistic 4K
yeah,
I thought you meant like
re-envisioned
an action.
version.
they go to the
Minecraft.
GTA like subway system and
Yes.
have parties.
So anyway,
Yeah, so we went to this one where you have to like drop down, get in an 18-inch pipe, and then it goes like flat.
you're saying too much already.
And you have to like shimmy in there, but we got to it and it was closed. So
Oh wow. There was one time where you're showing me we're at the cabin and you're like, I got something that you will never believe.
You seemed pretty interested.
I was interested because you said this because you started off by saying I've got something you would never believe, and then
you actually saw something that you.
well,
didn't
there was
believe.
stuff I didn't believe, but there was also a lot of just he's underground. But there was some stuff like, oh wow, that's cool. There's like a whole like room under there that seemingly is only used by these guys. Is there like a Reddit or like some sort of forum or something that you
There's
meet people on or
forums, yeah. It's like places that were used anywhere from 100 plus years ago to like 50 years ago, but most of them haven't been used in the last probably 50 to 70 years.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like necessary at the time.
right.
Like because of our topography and geological location, like where we are located, we were able to create these things.
Mm-hmm.
Are those words too big? Like docile?
No. Topography, you almost lost me, but
There's not many other places that you can have like the things
Right.
like this could be created.
Yeah, like
So it's pretty cool.
what are you gonna say?
What's like like in like the South when it's all just like rock, so nobody has basement because it's too hard to dig out basement.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily why, but
10 minutes before 8.
I know
The party starts.
that would make sense.
Do you think you should get out?
Do you want to join the podcast?
I've been on a couple times, but he doesn't want me to rejoin again.
I never said that.
Hey,
What do you
everyone,
want?
Cher's
What-
whispering from the stairs.
You want me to be out there at 8?
Yeah, that'd be nice because I'm not entertaining your guests.
Oh, I'll be done by 8.
Cutting it a bit close.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
Running around with my head cut off.
Well, that's not good.
That'd
Anyway,
be kind
we
of scary.
were
Go
going
run through the
to-
woods and the kids get it.
repel. Do you know what repelling is?
I do know where repelling is.
We were gonna repel into this one cave, and
you
then
know what
that didn't pan out. So then we checked this other one that we were gonna repel into.
Uh-huh.
That didn't pan out. So then we went to this other one. And
Okay.
grand old time.
What do you mean didn't?
We did some cool shit after
We weren't
though
able to
too.
get in. Like
He couldn't like
Walk
cook any
for what
pancakes
felt
or
like
anything.
10 million years.
we did walk
The other
in
one.
some drains underground for at least a mile or two, at least.
where it's just all gray. I was just like staring. I'm just like
You kinda
does
lose
this-
track of
Yeah. Does
time.
this ever end?
and you look ahead, and it's like, wow, there's no turns or anything. It's just straight to
Just
black.
keep walking or turn
Same
around and
thing.
walk the same distance back.
Peter said he was getting nervous for like a minute. I was like, "Did you ever get nervous?" And he was like, "Yeah." I didn't know how long we were gonna like be walking in the same direction with no change in scenery whatsoever.
Also, I don't understand how Alex could get out, but you couldn't.
open the manhole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I pushed hard. I like put my shoulder.
Then
into
tiny
it.
Alex goes up there.
I could have loosened
He's
it.
like a leverage.
Oh, he's out.
He's opened a lot more than I have though, so he might have a better technique. I don't know.
What was I gonna say?
Or maybe he was just stronger.
No, but we were just walking. We were like, "This looks like a good manhole to go out." Go out, walk all the way back to our car.
I'll get too claustrophobic for that.
It's more scary because there was
You
water.
get you get claustrophobic when you realize like, okay, if I don't find a way out, then I have to go back the entire way that I came
Yeah.
for like
Oh.
a 30, 40 minute walk.
Claustrophobia. The one that me and Alex did. The one that you've never been in. And the one.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but I don't
With Cole and Shay. Me and Alex went in that little tunnel.
Oh, I can't fit through there.
No,
I'm
you
too
can't.
fat.
Oh
Too
my
fat.
god.
My shoulders are
It was
too big and
terrifying.
fat.
We were literally
It's
crawling in a
chiseled
crawl
like a
space
friggin'
where, like,
Greek
before you
god.
go into the smallest part,
The first part, when I go in, I have to exhale so that my chest, like,
Oh,
decompresses.
yeah, no.
Nope.
To get
Nope.
through.
but in there, I look and Alex is like, I don't remember what he did, but you have to decide if you want your arms to be forward or backwards before you go in because you're not going to be able to change them.
That's me in that.
And
pipe
you just
thing
have to
you're talking
shimmy.
Fuck that.
And like you lift your head up, you hit your head. You
You
lift
just have
like
to shimmy.
No.
this is such a small area, and then we get to this spot where we're going like this, and then all of a sudden it turns and it gets to half of what it was before, the same height but half
Stop.
of the
Oh
width.
my god, I'm
So
actually.
you have to turn sideways and pull yourself through. And then we get to the end, and there's a ton of rocks in our way. And I'm like dying, like claustrophobic, like barely can breathe. And he's over there throwing like 50-pound boulders out of the way so he can get out.
You better be able to, because otherwise, if you went backwards and like you couldn't go backwards, and then you're just like, oh, we're stuck in here. We're
Yeah.
fucked. We're dead.
I've been stuck one time, and I've been claustrophobic one time in underground, and I had to like turn around, full on panic attack, like hyperventilating, had to like get out and like pass in like areas where it's only a one person passable area, like 10 in a row through hundreds of feet of like collapsing tunnel that I had to like,
I could never.
you need to move out of the way, like I need to get out of here right now. And then I went back. That was like
Yeah.
miles underground.
My
no
first,
way out.
The first time, like I actually
Lucas
got my
is so
adrenaline.
uncomfortable.
This
Are
is-
you that claustrophobic?
No, I don't know. I'm not that claustrophobic. It's just this exact like.
They're not, most of them aren't like that,
But it's all like I don't know. It's just like underground in a tiny hole, like. But
Like, yeah.
like I don't like elevators, but that's just because I don't like the one in where we go to vacation.
Yeah.
I want to see it. It would be funny to try to watch and do.
But it's also like
you have a good time.
I feel like I'm not
Conjunction Junction.
claustrophobic. What's? Oh, never mind. it's not like I'm claustrophobic. It's like that is like extreme.
No, you would
like,
love it.
Yeah.
But it's also like
I've
I'm
never done it.
not afraid of heights, but I wouldn't want to stand on top of the Empire State Building and look down.
Yeah.
Like I'm not afraid of.
Kansas City's pretty cool.
Not too afraid of like bugs, but I wouldn't want a giant beetle in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mines in Kansas City are not that
Mines
cool.
of Moria.
Because you look at things and it's like exactly
Oh my
the same
God.
as
We were up
anywhere
there.
else you've been, and there's like hundreds of acres that you're.
I would go back there just to do those same rooftops we did. Like, it's such a good view. You see so much.
All right,
We
Alayna.
should do that in where we are.
Can you guys shut up about the exploring? You
All right,
never should have.
Alayna, this is your question. What's your favorite color?
blue.
Oh, basic bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
What the fuck? All the colors are basic.
I wanted to
I
talk
wear a lot
about
of black.
veganism.
Oh, you should talk about that. You got like
2 minutes.
what time is it?
Veganism.
You've
and
got, like-
exploring. He won't shut
Oh
up.
shit. You got like yeah. Make it I don't want to say make it quick. Oh, here's a question. Here's a question. So like let's say you're vegan, right? Which you are. If you were to buy a car, would you get one without leather seats?
I'm trying to make more of an effort. So vegan is like a lifestyle, like
Right.
what you're saying. Plant-based, like dietary things is different, which is more what I am.
Okay.
I think being vegan is like causing as least harm as you can.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
And the biggest thing that like I run into is you like Kata posted a thing about some like bacon that she made, but it was tempeh just today, and somebody commented like, "Oh, I bet real bacon would taste way better." And it's like the thing that I've said is like, yes, but this is not. People are gonna take this topic terribly because it's very people don't want to like think the way that
Sure.
you know.
Like bacon is murdering pigs.
Yeah, the question is like, does the life of this like sentient being, the life of this animal, just because it's not your pet dog or cat, does the life of that, the death of that animal,
Lucas,
warrant
people are here.
the
shit.
pleasure of your taste buds?
Yeah.
I guess.
The small difference in taste between vegan and regular is
Yeah.
outweighed by the fact that I don't have to kill anything to get, or nothing dies in order to make
And
this.
people don't have to like, because you don't have to do it yourself. Of course, it's just normal.
You're not
that-
judgy,
Yeah.
which is good. That's always good.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, you're not vegan."
No, you can't. Like, people aren't bad people for like
Yeah.
doing. It's just the norm of what life is. But
Well, all right. That was a good episode. Thank you for coming on, Chasen. Oh my god. Yes, I know, Mom.
we should do another one sometime.
I agree.
Or we could just like hang
Check
out.
out. I'll put like a link in the description for your band if you want, Chase. For like the
There's nothing to find right now.
the channel though, is it? Yeah, it's just like hyphen.
There's nothing on there right now.
What?
You can like follow our Instagram or something.
Oh.
But I think it's
Well, I'll figure
exit
something out.
Period.
dot
Yeah.
like period exit period machine.
Okay, I'll put that.
But we are releasing music soon.
All right, good to know. Well, I am getting rushed to go to this party.
Oh,
So-
you
I wanna
poor
scare some
kid.
kids.
Sorry for my vegan.
I'm gonna scare all of you that are here coming to this.
All the people that are listening.
Somehow,
Can you imagine
get you
if
to
someone
shit
listening to
your
this and they're like,
pants.
"Oh, I didn't get invited."
I'm gonna save this for when I'm in the woods.